Hello everyone, my name is Deckerlink, the Trained Unprofessional, and welcome back to Panzer Hearts. I know I've been playing this game a few days in a row now, but at this point we are getting to very interesting stuff, and I just want to keep fucking playing, so I'm gonna keep playing. We just said we knew ASTRID, and she said, unfortunately, you don't. I'm not who you think I am. I mean, there are things about me I've kept secret. And I've kept them secret for a reason. What are you talking about? Are you a spy? Wow, we really jumped right to the obvious conclusion there, isn't it? Calm down, Bastion, I'll explain everything. Then explain! ASTRID sits down and looks at me very seriously. I've never seen her like this. I will tell you, but you need to calm down for a second. I don't feel like calming down, but I try my best to be reasonable and sit beside her. Thank you. Thank you. I really don't know where to start. I'm sorry it got to this. I've developed real feelings for you, Bastion. Well, I hope so. You fucking let him come inside you, so I'd hope you're feeling for him at least a little bit. What is it? When I was a child, I believed in the Empire. I loved to play the game where one kid is Anubis and the other kids play war. When a kid died in battle, they went to the one playing Anubis and walked together into the afterlife. We usually walked straight into the swings where the dead could play another game while the rest were still at war. I liked the swing game even more. I started to think it was better to be dead than alive, because the glorious afterlife for the servants of the Empire is better than any real world. Yes, I know that game too. Why are you telling me this? Later on in life, I started to realize all the things that were wrong. Everything told to us, everything we do, how we go to school, how we've trained in youth programs, how we work, how we wage constant war. Everything we do is always for the glory of the Empire and the final victory. But where is that final victory? I don't understand. Let me explain. Just give me a chance. The Empire has indeed created many great things. Our natural science and engineering capabilities are unmatched. We can build machines superior to anyone else's, and that's exactly where the problem is. How? How is that a problem? We're a great nation. That doesn't sound like a problem to me. We are great, but only in a limited sense. We've built magnificent things, but in the process, we've forgotten what is truly important. It's not important to be the strongest, or to be able to destroy anyone who gets in your way. It's not important to keep things to yourself. It's important to learn from others, to share what we know and experience. It's the only way to grow and get better as human beings. No, that's defeatist talk. That's regression, that's pacifism. Those are the evil thoughts corrupting the Empire. You think like that because you've been trained to think like that. The authoritarian system of the Empire wants you to think that way because thinking otherwise would be dangerous to the Empire. Thus explains the constant nationalism that I've been complaining about this entire fucking game. I'm glad they addressed that shit. But thinking for yourself is essential to being human. Being critical and building your own worldview are exactly what we need to get better as humans and make the world a better place. I don't know what to say. Let me ask you a question. Do you want to live in a world where you constantly have to be afraid of what you say? Do you want to live in a world where there's always war and you always have to fight? Do you want to live in a world where kindness and empathy are considered weaknesses? What do you want to be like? What do you want your world to be like? I've never heard anything like this before, not even close. How does she dare to talk like this? It's so wrong. I want to get out, away from this apartment. It's like I drank 3 bottles of Anubis tear in one sip. The room is actually spinning. I lean on the table, panting, unable to catch my breath. Sweat drips from my forehead. Bastion, stay with me. I know this is hard. It was very hard for me when I first realized it, but just think. If you think about all you know, this will start making sense. I know you can do it. I know you've had doubts before. We all have. We just push them aside because we're afraid. That's how we are controlled, by fear. But you can stop that and take control of your own life. You know what is right. I let her words sink in. My head's still swimming. Some minutes have passed before I managed to collect my thoughts enough to string together a coherent sentence. Deadlocked music, hi. Astrid, I don't know. I feel betrayed. I trusted you. You've been using me. Maybe your cause is right. I don't know. But I do know that I've just been a pawn in your game. I really liked you. Oh, Bastion. I'm so sorry. I really like you too. And this isn't something that was supposed to happen. You've also made a change in me. Before I was just fighting for the cause. Now I'm also fighting for you. I want you to join us. You should be one of us. Then you won't have to be alone anymore. Then you won't have to please your superiors. You can be free. Free? Being an outcast and living with two faces, that doesn't sound like freedom to me. Freedom always comes at a price. But I think it's the most valuable thing one can have. It's worth the struggle. Freedom? I don't even know what that means. No, I'm already free. I was taken care of when I was wounded. I've been able to work. I fought for these rights. I've heard so many of these things are missing in other countries. I fought for these rights. I've heard so many of these things are missing in other countries. We have a system that works. Where is the need for more freedom? Isn't that just another word? That's exactly what they teach you, Bastion. You have to look past that. You can't let them control your mind like that. Think for yourself. For myself, but it isn't important. It isn't the self that's important. It's the whole. We need to work together for the good of us all. We're all just small parts in a greater machine. We shouldn't think too much of ourselves. I think you're being arrogant and selfish. Oh, Bastion, you are not a cog in a machine. You are an individual that deserves the right to think and act as you like. Freedom is scarce at the moment. We need to work constantly for it. I am already working. I go to the factory every day to work. I don't have time for this stupid freedom nonsense. Astrid, you've betrayed me, and that's a fact. You can be for any cause you want, but you've betrayed me. How can I live with that? How can I look you in the eye anymore? I trusted you, Astrid. I really liked you. She gets up from her chair and moves closer to me. My body wants to run, but my heart wants to stay. I'm torn. Bastion, I am so sorry. I didn't want it to turn out like this. I was just trying to fulfill my mission, to make the world a better place. Astrid tries to touch me, but her hand feels like an icicle. I brush her away. Don't touch me! I need you to listen to me. Why should I care? Give me one good reason. There's no time, Bastion. It's happening tomorrow. I need you to come with me. I need to show you my true self, and I need to do it right now. Come where and why? You still aren't giving me any answers. Astrid takes my hand, and this time I let her hold it. She looks me in the eye. Her gaze is tempting and inviting. I can't follow her, not now. You're talking about betraying the Empire and our gods, everything I believe in. Bastion, religion is one of the biggest lies they feed us. That is nothing but thousands-year-old nonsense that is only kept up because it helps legitimize the authority of the state again and again. Anubis, Horus, Nephthys, Mot, they're all fairy tale creatures dug up from the Empire's cradle in the south. Old stories, nothing more. But I saw Nephthys. She is waiting for me, and when I nearly died in battle. You must have been hallucinating. There's no such thing as gods. My mom believes she will see Dad and Bruno in the afterlife. Is that not true? I'm afraid not. I believe it might help her stand the pain of losing her loved ones, but there is no afterlife. But if there's no afterlife and no gods, what is there left? There's freedom. But freedom without power is worthless. And power without freedom is worse. She's absolutely fucking right. Go with her, man. Fuck this nationalistic, self-righteous, self-centered bullshit. We gotta fucking go for the freedom, baby! This is America! Well, not in the game, but you know what I mean. Oh, Spoof was getting upset because I was getting hyped up about freedom. He's a communist, don't you know? Words strangely make sense. Yet at the same time, they're the most dangerous variety. Treason. I sit back down, unable to comprehend, unable to decide. This is too much, Astrid. I need time to think about this. Bastion, time isn't a luxury we have right now. You need to come with me. We will make our move in the morning. You will join us, and we will succeed. Together. For the record, the thing we're doing with Spoof now is once we've made sure that his essentials are taken care of, needing to go outside, needing to eat, needing attention, once we've made sure all those needs are met, if he's still whining, that just means he doesn't want to be in his cage right now. But because we don't have the infrastructure in place in the living room right now, we can't let him out of the cage unless one of us is able to fully devote themselves to keeping sure he doesn't eat our shit, because he's still young, he still eats stuff. So right now he's going to make noise, he's going to yell, he's going to bark, he's going to whine. Just ignore it. That's what I've been told to do, is if you've made sure that everything else is fine, just ignore him, maybe be quiet for a little bit, and eventually he'll realize that his whining will not get him what he wants, which is something he can't have, and then he'll be fine. So, you're hearing Spoof in the background, just ignore him, okay? After saying that, Astrid looks a little troubled for a moment, as if she had said something she shouldn't have said. A part of me wants to believe in her, but the time isn't right. I can't do it. I get up from the chair and tear my hand away from hers. No, I can't do it. Astrid, I need more time. Dizziness swarms me again. I have to get out of here. I have to think about this. I stride past Astrid and out into the hall, under the fresh air, but Astrid stops me again and takes my hand. Please come back. A lot depends on you, Bastion, and I believe you'll make the right decision. A lone tear falls down Astrid's cheek. She looks me in the eye. I would do anything for those eyes. Then she lets me go. I run outside and grab my bike. I need to talk to Mom. I bike home as fast as I can and get there in just a few minutes. Home again. I don't like talking with Mom, but now I have to. There is no escaping this. Mom, I need to talk with you. Thank goodness you're safe. What is it, Bastion? I don't know, Mom. I really don't know how I can talk to you about this. There are so many secrets, so many things I don't understand. What are you talking about, Basti? What's wrong? Empire, Mom. What do you really think of the Empire? The look on Mom's face changes. She becomes attentive and alert. It doesn't matter what I think. Mom? I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. But, Mom, I've just learned something about the Empire, and I don't know what to think about it. All my life I believed that we were the good ones, fighting for the right cause. I thought all my efforts would pay off, that I'd be rewarded in the end, but now I don't know anymore. Damn it! It's all become blurry. Maybe we're wrong. What if the campaign in the East is wrong? I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm confused. So confused. Bastion, my dear child, maybe the time has come. The time for what? The time for you to know the truth. What truth? What are you talking about? The truth about your father. Oh shit, was our dad a rebel leader? Contor's office earlier that day.
Daddy, how is everything? The place looks horrible.
The reparations are on their way. We have utilized all possible assets, including the lower-class workers, to get the factory running at full power as soon as possible. It seems we'll be back to full capacity within the week. The Commander-in-Chief of the Air Force held a speech today at the Sport Palace and vowed to keep the skies clear. This will never happen again.
I sure hope so. Guess who I ran into in the yard? Bastion! He told me he's been working on a new tank that you already assigned him to and even greater project for tomorrow. I'm so excited for him.
Yes, he did a good job today. If he can finish the tank tomorrow, I'll promote him to Assembly Supervisor. He'll get a whole unit to command. That boy is talented. He's both talented and handsome, not to mention from a family of great history of serving the Empire. He would make a fine husband.
Daddy, stop talking about husbands. I'm still too young to marry.
Never. Now is the perfect time to lay the foundation for your future. You have a bright career ahead of you, and it would be even brighter with a good man by your side.
Shut the fuck up! Daddy, I don't know. But I do like Bastion. He's sweet, intelligent, productive.
It's settled then. Tomorrow, after Bastion completes the tank assembly, I'll invite him over. We'll talk about this.
Huh? What?
Aww. Unknown location earlier that day. Harry, there would before briefeth on the court the way that would the path subject be.
Yes, Tomaz. I've probed Subject B on the possibility of defection. The results at the moment are unclear. I'll keep pushing until I have results.
Does this mean we have a possibly compromising situation at hand?
No, Subject B is unaware of any details concerning us. I'm confident he will turn to our side.
And if he doesn't?
Believe in me on this one, Tomaz.
I'll put all faith in you, ASTRID.
Damn. What's Mom talking about? The truth about my father. He was a great soldier and he was killed in the Grand War. Bastion, there are things you don't know about your father. What do you mean, Mom? Mom puts her fist on the table, palm up. Slowly she unclasps it. Inside her hand is a medal. Do you know what this is, Bastion? It looks familiar, but I don't know what it is. Some kind of medal? Is it a military decoration? Yes, it is. Another one of Dad's medals? Why are you showing me this? Look closer, Bastion. There's text underneath the symbols. It reads, Pour la Valeur. But it's a foreign language. Why do you have a foreign military medal here? This isn't my medal, it's your father's. Why would father have a foreign medal? I don't... Shock travels through my spine. Blood swarms to my face. I feel weak. I feel like I'm gonna faint. I bury my face in my hands. This is too much. Too much has happened today. I want everything to go back to normal. Everything can't fall apart in the same day. Mom looks away from me once again, lost in her own world. Then suddenly a fire ignites in her eyes. Bastion, I do not have a lot of life left in me. My suffering both as a mother and a wife have brought me to my knees too many times. But I need to tell you this loud and clear, so sit down and listen. She catches me off guard, brimming with life, her voice firm. I can only follow her command. It's important you listen to these words very carefully. I don't understand anything. What is this foreign medal doing here? Bastion, I have kept these secrets from you all these years. I apologize for that, but I did it only to protect you. If the protection god found out, it would have killed us both. After your brother passed away, you were the only one I had left. I couldn't afford to lose you, so I kept quiet. But now I feel it is my duty to tell you the whole truth. I tell you this because... Suddenly her eyes turn white and her jaw slackens before I can react. She slides to the floor. I yell and run to her side. She hit her head and blood oozes from the small cut on her forehead. I wipe the blood away from her eyes with my hands. Mom looks at me wearily, grabbing my hand and holding it still. Mom! Basti, I am sick. I can feel my car leaving my body. I haven't told you. I felt you needed to heal your own wounds. I don't have much time left.
Mom, you should have told me. I could have tried to help.
It's of no use anymore. Listen to me now, and listen good. Your father was a war hero, but he was also a traitor. During the Great Grand War, he was officially a captain in the Empire's army, but secretly he was a spy for the Western Allies.
No, this can't be true. My father was not a traitor.
He was a comrade to that blasted Colonel Ackerman. That's why he is so fond of you.
The Colonel fought with my father. They were friends?
One could say that. Maybe in some soldierly sense. But he's a very dangerous man, Bastion. Beware him. I've been carrying your father's medal ever since his death. It feels as if Anubis himself is waiting for me.
Was my father fighting for the enemy?
He was fighting for humanity, Bastion. This medal in my hands is a token of your father's bravery. He was even braver a soldier than you have been told. He faced every possible risk just to end the evil in the world. That was his most important goal. It's what he lived for.
What are you saying? Mom looks at me with flashing eyes. She's fierce with energy, like a dying bear that'll crush anyone who dares to come close.
It's the Empire that's evil. Your father realized that, and that's why he contacted the foreign powers and sought to help them.
But didn't you see what happened yesterday? We are mercilessly bombed by our enemies.
Yes, the bombing was horrible, but do you know how many times our planes have hit the cities of our neighbors?
Mom, how can you say this?
Ultimately, you need to make your own choice.
I see it now. I see it all too clearly. She's been carrying this inside of her all these years. That's why she's been so powerless, so timid, so weak. But she wasn't weak. She was fighting this insane pain trapped within her heart.
Bastion.
Mom's muscles stiffen like she's having a spasm. She looks at me with fear and hope in her eyes.
Anubis is whispering, "It's my time to go. I love you, Basti. No matter what happens, don't trust the Empire."
She takes a deep breath, then exhales. Her eyes freeze. She goes still. Mom? Mom, what are you doing? Mom! She's silent. I shake her a little. I shake her a little, and then a lot. Nothing happens. She's dead. Mother, don't leave me. I can't. Mom, I understand you now. You gave everything for your family, and still, you lost everyone. I'm the last one left. My whole world is broken, shattered. I can't trust anyone anymore. Who are my friends? Am I a soldier or a worker? Who do I work for? Who do I love? Who do I love? This has been the best summer of my life, but it feels like the end of the world. I pedal through the city with fierce speed, leaving my mom's dead body to rot in a house with someone's gonna smell that shit eventually. I nearly run over a pedestrian, but at this point I don't care. What is the role of an individual in the big picture? I have a chance to make a difference. Is the course of the war in my hands? My breathing grows heavy, and I have to slow down. Somehow I've come to the Avenue of Montu. My vision grows blurry, and my hearing narrows until all I hear is a whine. My senses aren't working anymore. Is my body conserving energy for something? I glance at my watch. It's already late. I no longer have the time to think. I have to make my decision. Should I tell Contour about ASTRID? I would receive great praise, definitely a promotion. That would probably bring me closer to Nefer. Or should I go to ASTRID? I could join the resistance and fight for a better world. I need to make my decision now. Well, here is the biggest fucking decision in the game. Well, I'm going with ASTRID. I can't... All of the language I've heard from the Empire sounds fucking evil and manipulated and mangled. Kai the Wolf choose 3, so I'll go with the third choice. I'll go back to Mom's place and fucking tell someone she's dead. No. Here we go. We're going to the Resistance. Oh my god. I need to get to ASTRID quickly. She's got an achievement called Rebel Prince. I start pedaling again, but this time my senses are alert and awake. The traffic is slow at this hour, and I easily zigzag around the few cars that appear in my way. Twilight wraps the city in its arms. The great buildings and monuments of Thabor are colored with shades of blue and red, as if only small parts in a great painting. I feel chilly. The last few hours have made me completely forget my material existence. But thinking of ASTRID brings me back to reality. Hope there goes gravity. Being close to her was the most real thing I have ever experienced. I really fucked a girl! Holy shit! I guess it made me realize what's really important. I arrive at ASTRID's place, my heart pounding like crazy. I'm sure of it now. I love her. I must do everything I can to help her. Whatever battle awaits me, I am ready. I climb up the stairs leading to her door. I can feel every step in my body like the trembling of a great force, like an earthquake. I reach the corridor. There is her apartment door. There her apartment door stands, quiet, unsuspecting. I rush the last few feet and knock. Footsteps scramble inside. I nearly explode. I can't wait any longer. The door opens. ASTRID. She offers me a wide smile. You came, Bastion! You came back! I came back. I came back for you. Not only for ideology, not only for peace, not only for a better world, but for you. Because you are all those things to me. I will fight for you, because you make the world a better place. I take ASTRID in my arms. We caress each other like it's the first and last time of our lives. But I know this is just the beginning of our journey. Our journey together. She looks at me, and I can tell she's holding back tears. When we have more time, I'll show you it was worth it. She's gonna rock his world. Oh boy. Bastion, we have to hurry. ASTRID can't stop her tears anymore. Tears spill from my eyes too. Right now, we have to hurry. Oh, look at this. Look. Ow, my neck. Look at this. This is so cute. ASTRID brings her lips to mine with a sudden violent passion. I answer and hold her against me, and even tighter than before. ASTRID pulls herself away and takes my hands. Now we go. We can talk about all this later. You made the right choice, Bastion. Lead the way. ASTRID runs out the door and I follow. I've never felt so alive. We hop on our bikes and I start cycling eastwards. I can't stop the feeling that we're gonna get fucking slammed or we're gonna get fucking caught. Something bad's gonna happen. As we go, I smile at her and make a funny face. She's trying so hard to remain serious, but when I shift into an even uglier face, she fails. Laughter rings out among the buildings. I have to admit, at some point I thought you were a little crazy. You're different, ASTRID. Even more different than you thought, huh? She flashes a devilish smile. I realize how much I'm drawn to her. She's a magnet that defies all other forces around us. Even the war seems to fade away next to Astrid. I'm possessed by her. I love that feeling. Astrid laughs as if humbled by my remarks on her personality. I'm just a normal girl living in an abnormal world. Our circumstances make us who we are. I'm very happy you turned into the right kind of man, Bastion. She looks very serious when she says this. All of a sudden, the joyful, easy feeling is gone. Astrid, I have to tell you something. Please do. My mom, she went to the afterlife. She died in my arms. Astrid skids to a halt. I stop a few meters in front of her, our eyes lock. Astrid slowly approaches me, all the while holding my gaze. Oh, Bastion. Astrid takes hold of me and squeezes me tight. I'm dumbfounded, but I manage to regain my senses and answer her caress. We hug for a long time, as if everything around us disappears. Among the turmoil of war, love, and betrayal, I feel her warmth. It's the most real thing in all existence. Her body beating, warm, close to mine. It gives me all the courage I need. Astrid brings us to the edge of a forest. It's a dense woods, but I find it hard to imagine there could be something so secret going on so close to Thabor. The forest is called Cloudy Forest. I'm not sure why. It houses the largest lake in the Thabor area. Astrid lifts her right arm and jumps off her bike. Her movements are light and graceful. We're close. We have to walk the rest of the way. We hide our bikes under tree branches under the forest edge. Astrid makes absolutely sure that they're not visible from the road. She takes something out of her pocket, a small scarf. Bastion, I am sorry, but I need to tie your eyes. I have to do that when I bring someone new. Oh, okay. I trust you, Bastion, but I believe you understand the others don't know you yet. I will prove myself to them soon. That's the right spirit. Now, let me get this on you. It seems no matter what I do, I'll always have to prove myself over and over again. Astrid walks behind me and carefully sets the scarf on my eyes. In an instant, the already dim surrounds. In an instant, the already dim surrounds become completely dark. Okay. I feel Astrid taking my hand. Okay, let's go. Just hold my hand and walk with me. Follow my movements and don't make a move unless I do, okay? Yes, let's do this. Astrid starts to walk slowly and silently. She takes careful, dedicated steps as if walking on thin ice. I follow her with utmost care in my movements, following even the tiniest hints I can gather from the way she moves. It's like a dance, only I can't see my partner, and I have to know her intentions only by the signals her body sends to me. I try to remain calm, but I fail miserably. My heart pounds like a Horus-class battleship engine. The darkness has wrapped me in its silent caress, and I notice my senses growing alert. Suddenly Astrid stops walking, and I nearly bump into her. She is quiet and seems to be listening intently. I can hear her drawing something out of her pocket, then I hear a flicking sound, maybe 20 or 30 times. Must be some kind of signal, but I'm too terrified to make out the pattern. It could be Morse code, but I can't be sure. BriAnna was great at these kinds of things. He was doing signaling work at the airship. I wish he was here. He would know what to do. The flicking stops and I hold my breath. I can hear Astrid's heart beating. After maybe half a minute, Astrid lightly taps my thigh and starts to move again. I imagine the forest around us, more and more trees, some fallen branches, and a sleeping ant colony. It's so quiet my eardrums feel like bursting. We walk for a few minutes, then I realize the forest is getting denser, as the trees around us reflect the sounds of careless steps of our careful steps back to us. I feel sharp pain in my face as the branches cut me when we push past the trees. Then all of a sudden the forest opens. It's eerily quiet. At the same time, there's a sense of upcoming paroxysm, as if we were in a massive hall where the tiniest sound could cause a magnificent echo. Astrid takes a few steps and stop. I come to a halt behind her. Oh my god, from the silence comes the click of guns being set. At least 5. Cold sweat trickles down my back. Am I going to die here? A voice sounds from the darkness.
Who is the true king of these lands?
Herman.
Welcome back, Astrid.
Before I know what's happening, strong arms grab me from behind. I try to fight, but soon realize the struggle is in vain.
What took you so long? We were starting to think you wouldn't come.
I apologize for the late arrival, but I remind you that we're still on schedule. What are they talking about? What schedule?
I see you have the subject with you. That's good. Well done.
Subject? Me? What does that mean?
Okay, unblindfold him.
The blindfold is ripped off my face, and I can see with a great sharpness as my eyes are released from the dark prison. There are lit torches around us, shedding a dim light across the area, and I can see Astrid standing in front of me. We're in front of a bunker, completely camouflaged by the terrain and the dense forest. It'd be impossible to find unless you knew where to look. There are dark figures around us. I count about 10. There could be more hiding in the shadows. A man steps into the light, revealing his face. He's a rugged man with a large rifle on his back. His smile buries itself within his stone-cold Steve Austin face. This would be the man that carries heavy responsibilities. He reminds me of Conter, but this man is very different. He's on the outside of the system, whereas Conter pulls the strings from within. This man has taken a step from which there is no return, just as I did today. Astrid nods at me.
My name is Thomas. I am happy to have you with us, Bastion.
As he speaks to me, the strong arms release me from their grip. I remember the code of conduct Conter taught me. It automatically kicks in with this new authority figure. I perform the Imperial salute without even thinking. Chuckles ripple through the forest, but the laughter halts when they notice the serious, even angry look on Tomaz's face.
We don't submit ourselves to those customs here. We are freed from them. They are part of the indoctrination of the Empire, and we will willfully resist the indoctrination.
I stumble back upright in shame. I'm sorry, sir. I came to help.
How can we be sure we can trust you, Bastion? We know very well how closely acquainted you are with Colonel Ackerman and his adopted daughter.
They really do know things. Never said she'd never told anyone she was adopted. Because of my father or because of Astrid? Well, your father can do whatever the fuck, but because of Astrid, Astrid appreciated your answer. Astrid can verify my trustworthiness. She's also the main reason for me to be here. I would do anything for Astrid, sir. I love her.
For now, we are choosing to believe in you. You will have a chance to prove yourself soon. Astrid, give the mission briefing.
Mission? This must be what Astrid's been so stressed about. Something is going to happen, and it seems I will play a part in it. Astrid steps into the light and stands fully upright. She looks so strong and brave, even among the harsh, rugged people. The torchlight gives her features an almost majestic glow. Yes, sir. Our mission is to destroy the Poodle tank prototype. It is the utmost importance to hinder the production of this new superweapon. If the Poodle makes it to the battlefield, our allies do not stand a chance against the Empire's army. If we can destroy the prototype, that will put a huge dent in the further production of this weapon. Attack Plan A, Castlerade, is simple. We raise the factory early in the morning, when the shift takes its place, and destroy the prototype. That was the original plan. However, the Empire seems to have lately gotten a whiff of us. Security measures have been tightened significantly. Therefore, the possibility of success for this mission has lowered greatly. If we succeeded, we'd most likely suffer heavy casualties. Astrid pauses and walks a few meters forward so the people around us have a clearer view of her. The suspense is almost palpable, which in the current state of affairs is unacceptable. Besides, in the heat of battle, we might destroy the wrong tank. Therefore, we needed a new plan. Attack Plan B, Injection, is more subtle. 2 covert agents have infiltrated the factory. They will assemble the Poodle tank prototype and set a bomb inside of it. We have made sure these two will take part in the assembly. With this plan, we can be sure to destroy the right tank, in addition, avoid casualties. Therefore, attack plan B is preferred. Astrid takes a long look at everyone present. My eyes have gotten so used to the darkness now that I see the faces around me. They look very determined, ready to give anything for their cause. I'm sure they wouldn't hesitate to give their lives for it. Any questions regarding the plans?
Who are these covert agents?
They are the two people here who already work at the factory. Try to swallow, but my throat is suddenly as dry as the great turquoise desert. People turn to look at me suspiciously, even Tomav. I have everyone's attention now. I glance at Astrid, and she nods reassuringly. It's time to prove myself. It is my duty to follow the path carved by my father. I'm prepared to do anything for the freedom of the people my father loved so much that he gave his life for them. Everyone still seems a bit curious, but they've relaxed a little.
It's settled then. Tomorrow, Astrid and Bastion initiate attack plan injection. Astrid, Bastion, you stay for briefing. Others dismissed.
The people around us turn and disappear into the forest. Some grumble, but they seem content enough. I need to show them I'm worthy of their trust. Great courage and pride fill my heart. I've never been given so much responsibility. I will not fail. I cannot fail. I listen as the plan unfolds. Astrid looks more focused than ever. The plan is good. Tomorrow, we will see whether it's good enough. Ooh, man. I imagine the next episode will be the finale, because this one is over. Thank you all very much for watching. Let's see what happens. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, I have been the trained unprofessional, speaking for the voices in my head when I say, fare thee well. Bye, everyone!